Well, a warm welcome to you as you join us for this neighbourly clash between England and Wales. It was, of course, one of the most frequently played internationals for a good part of a century, and there was always a very healthy sense of rivalry. Some things have changed since then, but not the interest that is derived when this game comes round once more. There is something special, whatever the sport, when these two nations meet, and that specialness is very evident in the ambience which surrounds us now. This stadium has that feel of a genuine Colosseum. It could only be Rome. A moment of great pride, the anthems. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it very, very strongly.
So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
It has to be Aaron Ramsey. We shouldn't forget the dreadful leg break he suffered, but he's rebuilt his career to a very high level again, and besides all his midfield quality, he's become a scorer of some great goals.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Rice. Shaw. Plays it over to the other flank. Sterling. Has a hit! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Let down by a lack of accuracy. Maguire. Trippier. Saka. Allen. Has he found his man? Sterling.
Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's through. Bale. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. And it's Allen.
Wales have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Trippier. Saka. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Tries to switch the play. Sterling. Can he deliver? No goals as yet. Goes long. Goes for goal! Goal! England! There is the breakthrough! Saka with the smoothest one-on-one finish. He is one very cool customer.
Yeah, and he knew all along what he wanted to do, and it's a really great instinctive finish.
England have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Saka. England are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Shaw. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. And here's Kane. And the ball is out of play. Davis tries to get it forward quickly. Across the field it goes. Sterling. Saka. Now it's Kane. Chance! No mistake! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And back to base. Stones. Trippier looks to get on the end of this. England have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Oh, that's neat. There are a few waiting for it. Ramsey. Ramsey spreads it towards the left. And that's a throw-in. Now it's Allen. And it's Ramsey. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Looks to drop one in. And it's hoisted clear. Ramsey. Just brushed off the ball there. Saka demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten.
That needed to end with efficiency and incision, and we got neither.
And here's Sterling. Shaw. Rice. And he heaves it forward. Out to the right. That is terrific skill. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Mepham can get it clear. Steered forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Shaw drives it forward. Well, that's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Maguire cuts it out. And here's Kane. Kane threads one through. Deep cross. Diving header! Brave effort, total commitment.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
Allen goes looking. And he's there to clear it. Shaw. Maguire. Rice. Trippier. Oh, shooting chance! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
England just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
England sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we're off again. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Rice. Maguire. Trippier. Trippier hurtling down that right flank. Up to meet it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Sterling. And here's Kane. And it's Shaw. Hoists it forward.
England clearly seem to have lost their passing accuracy, something they're obviously going to have to fix pretty quick.
Goes for it! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Kane quickly realised that he could have a pop. Not his best.
And it's played forward. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Saka could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get...
Shoots! Yes! And they are cruising away.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
England take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Stones. Trippier. Across the field it goes.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Sterling. Shaw. Shaw goes on a run down the left wing. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Trippier proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Gets up to head it! Defence has got rid of that. Allen doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And that has put a stop to that. And here's Kane.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Forward it goes. Stones. Trippier plays it forward. Rice. Gets wrestled off the ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. Allen. Allen drives it forward. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Rice. Stones. Rice. Shaw has created one goal already. Rice.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And here's Kane. He can get that clear. Trippier gets it in. Has a hit! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on.
Rice. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Stones. Trippier. Trippier plotting from out on the right-hand side. Oh, really good feet from him. Kane decides to play. Hits one! Oh, wow! An absolute pile driver! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Yeah, I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
England totally rampant here. Bale aimed in towards the centre. Stones. Rice hoists it forward. Stones. Foden Mepham. Bale desperately wants to get on the end of this. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Davis goes looking. And it's played forward. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Sterling. Forward it goes. Kane going for goal. He scores! This is as ruthless as it gets.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
Wales making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
So there's going to be another change here. Bale with the crossfield ball. That's not going to make it. Stones. Alexander-Arnold. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Maguire hoists it forward. And it's Shaw. Rashford. Shot at goal! Oh, almost a sixth. Rashford. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. England, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they looked like scoring. It is a landslide. The end of the game. Reflections?
England made their intentions clear that nothing else but a